I'm jumping back in here, and I have very minimal understanding of this program, but let's see. Control A, Shift A. Alright, so if I want to get rid of this guy, I could just hit delete here. No? So interesting. I can't just delete objects from here by hitting delete. I literally have to hit select this and hit delete, which I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to really get used to this program because I'm so used to C4D now. Alright, so this guy, there's a shortcut for that too. I think it's Shift Space. No, Shift S. Nope. Oh, just pressing Shift. If you press Shift, it'll move that cursor, and that cursor is where objects will drop. So now, if I want to drop a cube or an object, I have to hit Shift A and go into my mesh objects, and I will drop a cube. Now, there's a couple different things. So if I hit Shift Space, it'll bring up the same thing as this toolbar on the side. Shift Space will bring that up. And you can see that G is the shortcut for move, and so it brings up my little axis points, and I can move these things. Inside here, I'm going to say must be, let's see, where can I find the parameters for this object? Yo, yo, yo. All right, so Drew, I'm gonna go back for you. Okay, so delete will work there. Okay, so basically my workspace here, everything is done off of these really interesting, I forget what the guy called them, like radial points. Like if you were like this like little menu option pops up like when you're playing video games a lot. If I press like Shift Space, I get options here, but then if I hit Shift S will give me like, you know, this kind of radial menu here and give me lots of options. So there's tons of menus like this, these radial menus throughout, depending on what you're pressing here. But if I want to place an object, if I press Shift A, then you can see the different types of objects I could do. I want a mesh object, so I'm going to place a cube, and I'm going to raise it above the floor. And now I'm looking for just parameters as far as like measurements and things like that. Is that okay? So here is the location, rotation, scale. So let's say, there you go. So here's my scale if I want to, but it's interesting. I don't know what the scale is in, because that's set to 1. Also, can I reset to default? I don't know. But, alright, let's say that that's 111. That's interesting to me as far as scale goes. That's XYZ Euler. As far as scale goes, I'm not sure what I don't know, how relative is that? Does it matter? So if I wanted to like whatever, make that 20% of what it is, right? So I guess, is that like in C4D that would be relative to 20 centimeters? I don't know. Also, I'm not sure how to move these cameras. Let's see. Numpad 3. But I don't, oh, I do have a number pad over here. Okay, so, interesting. These will give you your orthographic views, 1, 2, and 3. What brings you back to perspective view? 0? I don't know what that, huh? Well, this is fun. Something is like locked here. I can't move at all now. Now it's thinking. So I'm thoroughly confusing this program right now. Everything is so different. Manipulating. Okay, this is like a side view, right? Because I'm seeing that this cube is above. Huh. How do I get back to perspective view? Right perspective. Back. Top. Left. Where's front? Bottom. Back. I'm just trying to get back to the front view. What was, oh, that's the camera, I'm assuming. That's the default camera view. Back, bottom, back, right, front. Okay. It's really, this is tricky, understanding my perspective, and I'm not sure how to move. Okay, so center mouse button will give me this perspective. Hmm. This is interesting. I'm not sure how to move. Oh, with the hand? Okay, all right, all right, all right. Is there a shortcut here? All right, so these guys will zoom in and out. This is like holding the number 1 on in C4D. This is like holding number 2. And then I'm not sure how. All right, well, whatever. It is what it is. Now let's go to Shift A. I'm going to put a plane object down. And let's go to the cube up here and let's look at this tab here, which is physics. So if I enable rigid body, where did it fall over? Go over there. I don't know. Because it's in frame 68 now. Because I applied rigid body physics, let's see. All right, so it's falling. That's a good thing. I just don't know. It's it's really tough to tell as far as perspective goes if these objects are lined up with each other. They don't look like they're aligned. Is that the plane over there? And then if I go to the plane, can I have this like some sort of collision body? I don't know what happens if you hit play. Like, I can't tell if that... I can't tell if this thing is at all over... It's not. It's completely missing. It's really tough for me to understand this perspective view. That's top. The plane, is that... No, this is the plane. This is the cube. So let's bring the cube back here. Okay, let's switch to perspective view. And zoom in. There's got to be an easier way to control camera views besides clicking on these things up here. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Let's see. This should be on top of a plane now, so hopefully... Yeah. Alright, so let's figure out... Let's go back to the plane. What does that mean? It's a collision body. Maybe I don't want it to be collision. So can I delete you? Oh, that goes right to the setting. X. Cool. Let's turn you back. Let's put a rigid body on you. So that X means that it has a rigid body dynamic on it. Let's go back. Okay, now they both fall. Okay. Let's go back and let's see if that's the same exact thing. If this is, the plane is active, let's go to passive. What happens? Hey, we figured something out. Thomas, what's up, man? Cool. Alright, so I have objects interacting with each other. Right. Alright, let's see if I could get this thing. I don't know how I'm going to do that. How would I get this thing to... Well, I would need to fracture it first, right? Well, or how about this? Can I make a cloner? How do you do that? Okay. Go to the cube. That would be interesting, huh? I can't even... It's just so interesting how different these programs work. And it's like the same 3D graphics program, right? They're so different. Alright, so I'm able to get rigid body dynamics. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What's my delay for the stream? Hi. Huh. I wonder what all these gizmos are. There's so much to learn in this program too, huh? Thomas, you asked me why it took me so long to respond to you? Is that what you mean by delay? Alright, let's see if we can figure out a cloner. Decimate. Decimate just sounds fun. Alright, so you got your bools, you got your bevels. Well, I could bevel it, that would be fun. And then inside the bevel profile, I've got, hi Jack. Ooh, it can go like negative space, that's fun too. Huh. Okay, so I got bevels. And I don't know, can I easily change that here? No. Okay, so I could change modifiers, but with that, okay. I can add modifiers, multiple modifiers here. I still don't see like a clone though, right? Ooh, subdivision surface is fun. Yeah, that's just me checking the chat, Thomas. It's just I don't have the chat up, so I keep like I just bounce back and forth to check it. So that was the delay, and I didn't hear. Sometimes like it'll give me notification that someone joined the chat, and other times I don't hear it. So I just didn't hear that you came in. But hello. Constraints could be fun. I still. All right, so to me, I don't know, call me crazy, but I feel like the interface here, and it could be just because I'm so used to C4D, but I'm having trouble finding things where I feel like it's right in front of you. Okay, so I've got an object falling. Where'd you clone? Uh, do 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 do. Man, Box select rotate view, context menu, set 3D cursor move, pan view select. There's gotta be, whoa, shift 1, that's fun. Hides. I'm just gonna hold shift down and press a bunch of things and see what happens. Control A, but I don't have a cloner. Control S, cursor to grid. Control D, duplicate. Shift D is duplicate. Shift F doesn't look like. Shift G, immediate children. That's interesting. That's Shift G would be group. H hides something. Oh, Shift H hides. Oh, maybe not. Shift C was fun. That's camera, I'm assuming. Changes camera views, but how do you go back to the camera view you were before? Ooh, I don't know what that just did. No object selected. Okay, so that was shift. Didn't give me anything that I wanted. I don't know how to clone. Besides Control D, and then I could put this object. How do you? I can't even put this object inside. Make it a child. Man, I don't. To me, this is not user friendly. Maybe I'm just missing. Copy, paste, duplicate. Like, how do you make it a child? There's a lot of like I can't click and drag stuff here. It's really interesting, really tough to do. I feel like. Oh, okay, that just moved. Make it a child. Control to link. Okay, hold shift. Okay, so it looks like holding shift is really crucial to this program. So now that is a child of that. So, okay, can I create like a null object? I guess that's what a collection would be. Alright, collection 1 is like a null object. I guess these are all nulls. I guess you could call them that. Okay, so this cube is inside here. So I could take this cube out maybe. Do I have to hold shift while I do it? Unlink. This is tricky. Yeah, this is super tricky. Not yet implemented. Huh. Control to link, shift to parent. Aha. Wait, they're both there. So it's linked. Oh, it just totally deleted the whole thing. To me, this program is gonna. It looks like I'm gonna have a lot more time trying to figure this one out. Oh my gosh. We're having fun today. Can you tell? Nope. Interesting. Oh yeah, because I did point two before. Okay, so you're a rigid body now. Hit play, and they collide with each other. I can't figure out how to clone this thing. It's crazy to me that I can't clone. There's got to be a way. If you can't clone, there's no sense in using this program. All right, cool. A lot to learn if we're going to be using this one. All right, well, we figured out, some sort of basics. To me, just navigating the workspace seems tougher. Everything seems like hidden. Um, it's a lot cleaner of a workspace because they hide all these things, and maybe that's why using like hotkeys and shortcuts might come in handy. But learning all that stuff seems like a much bigger learning curve. C4D to me seems like a lot easier learning curve, but that might just be me. I'll be back again tomorrow in maybe a quieter workspace. So I will see you mañana.